Okay, guys, we're on our top 10 series of the biggest things that piss me off in the horse industry. We're on number 3, okay? So this one is a big pet peeve of mine, is people that bitch about their horse's behavior and complain about their horses not behaving right, but they don't put any consistency into their horses. They don't put any time into their horses. So they haven't ridden their horse in a month. They jerk it out of the stall. It's overfed, underworked. They jerk it out of the stall. They take it on a trail ride with 40 other horses, and then they bitch the entire day, but the son bitch spooks at everything, jigs on the trail, won't stop, buddy's sour, embarrasses them all day, and then they bitch about his behavior. And I'll say, well, have you put any time into him lately? No, he's just been out in the pasture. Has he had much training? No, he had a few rides here and there, but no, not really. It's pretty obvious why he's acting like a turd, because you haven't put any time into him. You can't blame your horse for his bad behavior when you're not willing to give him the tools that he needs to be successful. Okay? Ultimately, it all comes back to us as human beings. That's why a lot of people find me offensive, because I shine the mirror on them. Let me give you an example. One day, I was 15 years old. I just went to work for Gordon McKinley. I just quit high school and went to work for Gordon McKinley, okay? And I'm still pretty green with my skill set and horsemanship. So I'm learning a lot, but I'm still needing a lot of help, okay? So I got this 2-year-old colt, and he's above my pay scale. He's just outsmarting me on every area. He's more horse than I can handle, etc. And I'm having a bunch of trouble with this horse in this round pen. And I can see Gordon was over there, 100 feet away, and he was kind of watching out the corner of his eye. And finally he walks over, after 20 minutes of me sweating and huffing and puffing and failing and getting pissed off and mad, Gordon walks over to me, and he's real quiet. Gordon was always pretty quiet like this. And he said, do you want me to tell you what's wrong with that horse? And I said, yes! Tell me what's wrong with the son of a bitch. Tell me. He said, it's easy. Just drop the lead rope, walk up to the house, go stand in front of the mirror, and you'll see the problem. Oh, it pissed me off. I was already hot anyway. It pissed me off. But he said, the problem's you. Just go stand in front of the mirror, Clint, and you'll see the problem. He said, when you start training right, when you get better feel, timing, and experience, this horse will start acting better. Now, it hurt, it stung, the criticism stung from my mentor, but he was 100% right. An hour later, when I got over being all butthurt about it and pissed off and prideful, I was like, yep, he was right. I was losing my temper, I didn't have good feel and timing, etc. Okay? So, again, if you water down the truth, you water down the transformation. Our horses are literally a reflection of us. If your horse is riding good, acting good, behaving good, chances are it's because you've done a good job training those traits in him. If your horse is riding bad, acting bad, behaving bad, it's because you haven't put the time into him. Or you've done a shitty job doing it, one of the two, or both. A lot of people use the excuse of, well, I bought him like that. He's a rescue horse. I bought him like that. Or I got given to him. Okay, it's your basket case now. Fix it. If you want to be the hero and rescue every horse or take every horse off the streets, that's okay, noble. But it's your problem now. Fix it. Okay, so I get shitty when people basically shit on their horses and criticize their horses, but they're not willing to do anything to give their horse a chance to succeed. Same thing with parents and kids. They wonder why their kids are shitheads. Well, they don't spend any time with them. They don't educate them. They don't get them broke. They don't spend any time with them. I think that, I always have the same. Kids don't get educated sitting in front of the TV or the iPad, and horses don't get educated standing out in the field. If you want your kid to get educated, spend time with them. Get them educated. Haul them around. Get them broke. Spend hundreds of hours with them. You want your horse to get educated? Don't let the son bitch sit out in the pasture on his iPad, because he ain't going to learn shit out there. Okay? Spend time with him. That's why really well-trained horses are expensive. That's why really well-trained horses are expensive. Because you're not paying for the horse, you're paying for the hundreds of hours of hours that went into it. Okay? So keep that in mind. You get to bitch about your horse if you really feel like you've done a genuine effort of really tried to change his behavior. If you haven't put the time into your horse, you really don't have a legitimate standing to bitch and criticize your horse when you haven't given him the tools to be successful.